What's going on YouTube? It's Team Firing Squad coming at you with an updated deck profile. My most recent video you saw that I topped with Runick Stun. That was before the new Banlist dropped. So unfortunately we did lose Summon Limit, but at the same time it was very minor. It could have been a lot worse because the Runick cards are just so interrupted. Here's my updated deck list. Extra deck isn't complete. There are two cards that I will explain whenever I get to it. When I get to that extra deck. So we're going to get started obviously with the Runick cards. Play 3 Runick Fountain, your one-ofs, the 1 Smiting Storm, Golden Droplets, and Dispelling. Everyone knows the combo with this. You make them draw 1. They can basically cost 7 cards, and it only costs you 2, plus you can just replace them with Fountains. So it's pretty fat, pretty smart, pretty, intuitive, I guess. And then basically 3 of everything else: 3 Slumber, 3 Flashing Fire, 3 Destruction, 3 Tip, 3 Freezing Curses. Maximize on all of these because the whole point of this deck is to make sure your opponent decks out 9 times out of 10. So it's fine. 3 of everything until they hit it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's it for the Runick spells. We're going to go into the monsters. You only play 2. I play a Mono Awato. I've seen some people playing Inspector Border. I also saw a friend of mine last night. He was playing Fossil Diamond, which I think would be a really cool addition to this deck. Might take these out for Fossil Dyna, or I could play 1 Inspector Border, 1 Fossil Dyna, just because it's still stun. Because this doesn't come up very often, especially if you end up going first. You don't see it. This is good against hand traps, so it stops them with Fountain, stuff like that. But that's about it for I can see with it. That's it for the monsters. Obviously, so I play 1-Dimensional Fisher. This is one of the replacements for Summon Limit. We don't care about our monsters going because we don't play any. And then Geary. It just has to be killed by battle, no matter where it goes. And then you get to pop a card anyway, so this doesn't hurt us too much. Card Scanner, broken card, very underrated. Not a lot of people are playing it for some reason. Basically, you can either stack your deck or you get a free dispelling target. Every time, or 9 times out of 10, you're adding cards because you've already stacked your deck with Fountains. So, 1 Chicken Game. Why Konami brought this back, I don't have any idea. Being able to do this, I get a free draw, then I go into Fountain, and then you can just continually draw. So I think in one turn I drew 4 cards just because of the Chicken Game and that. So pretty nice. 1 for 1 day of peace, and then we'll also throw in the Card of Demise here. Your draw cards, and then of course this is going to make it save you from, especially people playing in for time. They'll try to swing you, and if you have 1 day of peace the turn prior, you're fine. And then Card of Demise, being able to get a free draw 3 on top of it, it's just insane. 2 Pot of Desires. I hate this card, but it's necessary because there are times where you're using your entire hand, and they do get an Ash off for your Fountain, so you need those extra cards. It just kind of sucks because I've had it happen where I'll either hit the second Fountain, or I end up hitting a bunch of much needed cards that I could have used, and I draw into another one of these. So that's why I play 2, not 3. And then 3 Pot of Duality. We don't summon a lot in this deck. A lot of times we're using our spells for defensive plays. We're not going into like Hugin or stuff like that. If we do it on our opponent's turn, we don't really go into the extra deck very often. With this deck, unless it's on my opponent's turn, so this is free. This is pretty much live. Onto the traps. This is my big question mark. Synchro Zone is really good. It stops Snake Eyes because they can't go into the synchro plays anymore. However, with Tenpai coming out, it is very complicated because they synchro summon and they're going to just continually kill you over and over again with it. So this is it's good, but at the same time, I'm trying to think if there's an alternative to it. But we'll find out. And then 3 Skill Drains, and then the one-ofs Rivalry, Tikaboo, and Gozen. Pretty self-explanatory. Every stun deck's playing these. If you're not, then I don't know what you're doing. Onto the extra deck. Like I said, it is a little incomplete, so we're going to go start with the links. So this is where one of those misses are coming from. So you have Dark. Especially with Snake Eye, you can remember the Dia Bellstar. There's actually supposed to be an SP in here as well, so it's basically a free SP with this. You make SP. But other than that, it's self-explanatory with SP. It's an amazing card, and being able to just get rid of a problem card, great. That's it for links. Exceeds. It's actually going to be it's Baguska, Cowboy, and then a Typhon. That's the second card missing. The reason why I like playing these is under Gozen. if you end up getting 2 Amano Awados, you can make Baguska. And then Cowboy is just good for time. A lot of people have not played this card. I've heard so many people make comments about this card, but no one's ever playing it. So I might put this up to 2. I'm not sure yet because it's in time. It's really good. And people don't see it coming. So it'll be really nice. And then we go into the fusions. 2 Frecky. This card's okay. It's like an alright card. It's good for the banishing, and then of course you can bring back a quick play spell when it dies. So, and of course there's no damage, so it's with battles. So it is what it is. It's really good to get cards back, but at the same time, that's really all you use it for. If you're just like trying to get if there's a specific one you're targeting, you can bring this out instead. 3 Geary. I'm sorry. If I'm not playing 3, I don't know what I'm doing. This lets you get back Fountain. If they pop your Fountain and it's engraved, you can summon this, bring back the Fountain. And then when it dies, it has to be killed by battle, but you still can pop any card, target a card on the board and pop it. That's the only downside, especially with decks like Magic Spectre and anything that involves targeting, is that McConko is a pain in the butt with this, because you can't target anything with them. And then Voiceless Voice. You can't target light cards, so you have to get rid of the barrier. The good thing is this is not once per turn, so if you bring out another one, you can just continue to pop stuff, so it's not bad. 2 Munin. I like using that. A lot of people, I like when they try to imperm or they try to use cards like Twin Twisters, Cosmic Cyclone, stuff like that, because you can just negate it with this. I had a guy try to imperm the Munin when I went to gain 1,000, and I just banished it to negate it. So I was like, okay, cool. So I still got the 1,000, and of course I still have an open board, so I can play bring out another card. So it's not really nice. And then finally, 3 Hugin. Self-explanatory. Searches the field spell and prevents cards on like Harpy's Feather Duster, stuff like that. Alright, here's the side deck, and it's actually pretty spice. A lot of people, no one knows. I've been working on this for a little bit since the announcement of Tenpai. So the only thing is I don't have the right synchro, but it is what it is. 3 Cosmic for the field spell. I'm very against Tenpai. I do not like how it plays. I do not like its play style. It's just I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. And I'm a big Dragon fan. I like playing Dragon decks. I've played Chaos Dragons, Dragon Link, everything. I don't like it. 2 Lightning Storm, if we're going second, again, to get rid of the field spell, stuff like that. Lab decks, back row decks. 2 Inspector Border, obviously you slide these in for the Amano Awados, does the same thing. 2 Greater Than Super Ancient Organisms, good against the Tenpai deck because they can't use their effects and they can't attack. So they go in the battle phase. As long as they don't have the field spell up, you activate this, and then they can't do anything with their level 6 or higher. So that's it for those. Oh, and there's one more before I go into the spicy cards. 2 Dogwood, strictly because of the fact that it's for time. So people don't expect it. It's great. All right. Oh, 3 Dogwood. I'm sorry, 3. So here's the spice card. I've been talking about it with my friends for a while and never got. I'm finally able to put it in action. 2 Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Reason being is Runick's extra deck is not tight at all. You can easily replace stuff with cards for Reaper. If you want to put in Dissipator, if you want to put in any of the Sangenpai Dragons, stuff like that, Senpai Dragons, you can do that. My choice was actually the level 7, the Biden Dragon, because this allows you to bring the monster back from the graveyard. It's also the first synchro they go into when they go into the battle phase. So if you can stop this, then they have to go into. They don't have any way to bring anything back, unless they have the Kaigen or Kangen. I don't remember what the stupid quick play spell is. But when they go to battle phase, you already know this is the first thing they're going into. So if you can hit this in the main phase, or you can hit this in the battle phase, because Reaper doesn't care. It just says during your opponent's turn. So when they go battle phase and then you just Reaper away the Bident, it's because they usually affect the synchro, and then you Reaper hit Bident. Now they have to go into like Ancient Fairy or Meteor Burst or something like that, and it's not going to have the same impact as this is. So in my actual, what I would like to do is do the level 10, but I think this is a good choke point to start. Definitely going to look at adding some other cards to the extra deck, maybe make some changes in the extra deck to be able to accommodate cherries. But I think this is going to be a sleeper card that nobody sees coming. And there's a lot of cards, especially with Runick, because you're not using your extra deck, that you could put in to stop it. But alright, that's my Runick deck profile, updated post Legacy of Destruction and post Banlist. Definitely looking forward to being able to play this. I've had some testing with it. It's doing really well because it's a stun deck. Everyone hates it. It's fine. But that's it for the video. Make sure you check out the channel, subscribe to Team Firing Squad on YouTube. Make sure you check out other videos that I have posted on there as well. We'll try to get some more pack openings and try to get some more gameplay on this channel. But until then, be safe and have fun.